no game. This is real. And y'all are making a difference. Don't think you're not. Philly and Nikki and Wes. Y'all all making a difference. People come out and bring water and give candy and give a smile and give a hug. They never expected this, y'all. They didn't see this coming. But they need to expect it now. Black and white and brown and yellow and red, male and female, gay, straight, from all different faith communities, y'all. This is trans, yes. Whatever I missed, it's not because it's not deliberate. Because there's so many of us from all kind of different places. I don't say much, y'all, but that's my heart right now. These are my daughters. These are my daughters. I got 8 children, 18 grandchildren, and 4 great-grandchildren. Montgomery took over a year, and that was just the bus boy coming. Ferguson took over a year. We don't know how long this is going to take yet. But we're in it to win. We ain't turning back. You can't. No matter what happens. And there's going to be some bad stuff. They're going to follow you. They're going to try to divide you. They're going to try to destroy you. Yes. Yes. Some of y'all that step out when you put that mic in your hand, Corey, Shell, Cheyenne, Ebo, Melissa, you become targets. These ladies have been targets, threats against them. People following them. They have threatened them. They're following them. They're trying to destroy them. This shit ain't no joke. Excuse my language. They've been threatened. They've been followed. They're trying to destroy their lives and their livelihoods. They think it's a game? This ain't no game. So I don't say much. I don't say much. I don't want to. But tonight, I felt I needed to say something. I love y'all. I love you. Miss Eric and Miss Eric, I go to jail with you for you. That's right.
I want to say something too, Rev, but to speak back on what you're saying. Because you know, like you said, some people like you miss who they are, what they stand for, what they believe in. I want everybody to do me a favor. You hear me? Just to say, repeat after me. Say, I am somebody. Somebody. Go ahead, Jesse. I am somebody. Somebody. Say, I am somebody. Somebody. Say, I am somebody. Somebody. Say, I am somebody. Somebody. We want to let y'all know y'all are somebody. You are me. Because we don't want nobody to miss. It's all right. It's all right, baby. That's all right. If you out here fighting, if you out here marching, if you out here yelling, screaming, losing your voice, getting in trouble, like you said, with your spouse, your job, whatever the case may be, you are making a difference. Like you said, I cried when I figured out this was a civil rights movement. My brother came all the way from Atlanta to come because he see me on the news protesting, marching. You heard me? And I cried. He's like, bro, you know what's going on? I'm like, shit, we out there protesting. We tied it up. He's like, no. He said, do you really know what's going on? I'm like, shit, it's protest, right? He said, you know about Martin Luther King? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you know about Martin Luther King? He said, this is a civil rights movement. I'm like, for real? He's like, no, this is really history being made right now. I'm like, bullshit. And I started crying. I'm like, kids, I ain't never told nobody. I started crying because I'm like, this is something real. This is something that we didn't see already that's happening again. Right. No bullshit. Like, you know about Martin Luther King, you know about Malcolm X, Harry Tubman, you know about everything that ever happened in history-wise, even the stuff that we found out only they left out. We found out something that was real. You heard me? Now what we doing, we making a difference in a way that the modern world has been created with technology and everything. We using it to our advantage. So that's why I'm saying we're going to keep doing it. I am somebody. Somebody. Say, I am somebody. Somebody. Who outside? We outside. Who outside? We outside. Who outside? We outside. Who outside? We outside. Yeah, let's get it going, baby. All right.
So, one last thing, and then we're walking. Okay. Need to give a quick shout out. We shouted out everybody, but one thing I want us to remember, we cannot fall into this. Ageism is real, y'all. Yeah. And we got to make sure that sometimes when we say things that we take care of everybody. We have some chants that exclude people. And we need to make sure that we're careful about that. So we want to shout out everybody over 60. that walk. If you all pay attention, they don't turn back. They walk just as long and as hard as they walk. Yes. And some of them walk in the front. So we want to make sure we shout y'all out. And just
We started the front.
our drummers, our musicians,
Yeah.
our artists. Because remember, no matter how tired we are, they are walking with instruments and holding a beat at the same time. So we shout y'all out too. All right. So, to this leaders group, that's who we are. This leaders group, as we're marching, think about what you're going to do, because you got to bring something. You got to bring something. Don't go down there with just listening to the chant. Bring something. Take something. We taking that thing over down there. All right. All right. Come on. Take the street. Let's get it.
Full streets!
Our streets!
Full streets!
Our streets!
Full streets!
Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets!
Full streets!
Our streets!
Full streets!
Our streets!
Full streets!
Our streets!
Full streets!
Our streets! Our streets!
Mic check.
Our streets! Our streets!
Full streets!
Our streets!
Everybody aim at street. Up sidewalk hits the air. I believe that we will win.
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 I know 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 that we will win.
No justice.
No
No justice.
peace. No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No racist ass
Police.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No racist ass
Police.
Fist up.
Fight back.
Fist up.
Fight back.
Fist up.
Fight back.
Fist up.
Fight back.
They don't give us our shit.
We gon' shut the shit down.
Give us our shit.
We gon' shut shit down.
Who shut shit down?
We 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 shut shit down.
Who shut it down?
We shut it 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 down.
They think it's a joke.
They think it's a joke.
Mic check 1 2. How you guys doing? This is Ty behind the camera. We out here another day in St. Louis, Missouri. They're protesting. We started at the Justice Center. That is the place, if you guys have been tuning in, where me, Ty, and Jordan Chariton were arrested. They were held after we were arrested. It was at the Justice Center. That's the city jail. It's either the city jail or the county jail here. I'm not sure. But that's where we were held. And they're marching. I'm not really sure what they're marching to, but I think I overheard someone said that they're marching to where the governor is having a fundraiser tonight. So they're going there to disrupt that. Governor Eric Rittens, I think that's the governor's name, but he's going to be there doing a fundraiser, and I think they're going to there to disrupt it. And so this is day 29. I guess tomorrow will be a month since they started protesting, and it's been every day for a month. I admire their tenacity. If you guys don't know, which I think you should know, especially if you've been logging in, what sparked the protests and everything is that the police officer Jason Stokely shot and killed Anthony Lamar Smith. He was heard on videotape saying, "I'm gonna kill this motherfucker, you watch." And that's exactly what he did. He killed him, and then the officer Jason Stokely went back from his patrol car to Anthony Lamar Smith's car 3 times. And then what happened is they found a gun with only Officer Jason Stokely's fingerprints are on it. And even with all that evidence, the judge still found him not guilty of murder. Now, just to give you guys a little context, I'm sorry, I'm here solo today. Jordan has he has stomach flu. Not stomach flu. He got food poison today, and so he's been, if you can imagine what's been going on with him, but he's really sick. Been in the bathroom all day, so I'm here covering. But if you haven't heard or been listening, what happened is so just to give you a little context, as far as the legal system and things that's going on, normally it's hard pressed to find a DA anywhere in these corporations of America to charge a police officer with murder. You have to have substantial evidence, almost evidence that can't be refuted. And this district attorney, I'm assuming, had enough evidence that he felt that he can charge this cop with murder, and did, and took him to trial. Jason Stokely waived his right to have a jury and had the judge look at his trial and was found not guilty. And so ever since, the people of Missouri, everyone, black, white, Chinese, Hispanic, straight, gay, has been out here protesting every day. And it'll be 30 days tomorrow that they've been out here every day protesting against poverty, against police brutality, against everything that kind of plagues the poor community in this state, in this city. So they're chanting right now, "We're in control." Who's in control? We're in control. Who's united we stand, divided we fall. United we stand, divided we fall. So they're chanting chants that they normally chant as they hit the streets. Right now, if you can see, I think we're in the downtown area. I'm honestly not sure exactly where we are, but it looks like downtown. It's a lot of different businesses here that they want to shut down, and that's what they're doing. And something that I noticed while we've been walking, and this is something that I noticed yesterday also, was it yesterday? No, it's the day before yesterday. And yesterday also. The day before yesterday and yesterday, there were police blocking traffic to allow the protesters to hit the street, right? Okay, so now we're walking up on the Chariton Ritz-Carlton, where the protesters are met by police officers, and they're blocking the entrance. If you guys can see, it's not that many here, so I don't know if they're here. Well, we're gonna just listen for a second.
When do we want it? Now. What do we want?
Justice. Now. Justice.
No. Justice. No. Justice. No.
So right now, we're talking to I guess the police officers are not allowing them to go inside.
When do we want it? Now! When do we want it? Now! When black lives are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back! 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 Stand up, fight back!
I can't be on the property? Why not? I'm pressed. I know, I'm asking you why not. I'm pressed though.
We'll never be divided. The people united will 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 never be divided. The people united
One step back.
Okay. So, I think what we can do right now, let's let everybody know how we feel about this governor. I won't even say our governor. Let's let people know how we feel about this governor. So, this governor is in this building. Come on out. Face the people. Face the people.
Face the people.
Face the
And-
people. They won't let you get in the room.
Face the what?
Face the people.
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 Wait, he worked for us, so let's, will you go tell the governor to come out, please? Yes, go tell him. You work for us. Go tell him. Take a message.
Should be good.
Bring with the message.
Bring them out.
So when it's gone, take it over.
Who do you protect?
Who do you serve? Who do you protect? Who do you serve? Who do you protect? Who do you serve? Who do you protect? Who do you serve? Who do you protect? Who do you serve? Who do you protect? Who do you serve? Who do you protect? Who do you serve? Who do you protect? Who do you serve?
Police protect this, not
you serve?
Police protect this, not civilians. Police protect buildings,
Not civilians.
Police protect buildings.
Not civilians.
So you protect buildings?
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 Not civilians.
Police 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 protect buildings?
Not civilians.
I know y'all protect buildings and not civilians.
Nor do they protect the undocumented.
But he will not go in. Everybody can come out.
So, let's tell him how he's not going to come out yet.
Everywhere we go, come on.
Maybe we'll just tell him about how we feel about him. So, that governor, come out, Eric Krewson.
He's got a membership and they won't let him go in. But they let white folk go in with membership, but they won't let black folk go in with membership.
Why the fuck do you got a membership?
Make sure you're
Right.
Oh, boy, he can't go in. He can't go in. Reverend, you can't go in with your membership?
That's discrimination.
Asking him to step back off.
Yeah, I was just saying if all the...
I understand. We're asking him to step back. Thank you. I can't run a room tonight. I'm just... He's got a membership.
I mean, I guess if you work here, you could go in, huh?
Believe me, I could walk in there at any time if I wasn't in this crowd. As a white woman, I'm telling you. You could.
Thank you.
I can tell you I could walk in there at any time if I was not.
Not a good look for Rich Coach.
You gotta do better. You gotta do better. You gotta do better.
I don't blame the Rich.
You're just doing your job. We understand.
Black folk.
You gotta do better.
So are white people allowed to go
Gotta
in?
do better by people who look.
I understand that you're saying it's private property, but is only a certain type of people allowed in right now? Or I'm just curious. You're saying we can't go in. Can you answer that? So can I go in right now? Can I ask why? Did your supervisor tell you that certain people aren't allowed in? Or I'm just trying to get clarity.
So they're asking the police why they can't, they're questioning the police and asking why they can't come inside the Ritz-Carlton. Obviously, it's because the governor's here and somehow, I'm sure they found out that the protest would be going on. And I guess there's a guy here right now who has a membership and they still won't let him in. And the reason being is because that person is with this crowd.
Is what ordinance are you protecting? Because you're saying, because your duty is to enforce ordinances. What ordinance is saying, oh, well, these people can't go in, but you're letting certain people in, so there obviously has to be some ordinance for you to be here. Because if not, then you're just working for them, which is totally goes against the rules of that place. I'm sorry that you only work for white, rich citizens, but, like, your duty is to enforce ordinances, not just whatever the fuck white people do.
You don't see the racism in this guilty. You don't see the racism in that. You don't see the racism in that. Those killer cops to jail. The whole damn system is guilty as hell. Indict, convict, send those
They're
killer
questioning the
cops
police,
to
asking
jail.
them if they see the racism in only allowing certain people in and not letting anyone else in. Obviously, it seems to be a tactic for them just to not let anyone in. I promise if me and Jordan was staying here right now, they probably wouldn't let us in either. And it would probably be because I was with Jordan. So you have some cops that's too arrogant to address the public who pays for their salary. Then you have other cops that will, like, at least
don't try to mace my dog. She's friendly.
At least address them.
You guys are gonna do tactics. Don't mace my dog.
So great.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. We must love and protect each other. We have nothing to lose but our chains. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. It is our duty to win. We must love and support each other. We must love and support each other. We have nothing to lose but our chains. We have nothing to lose but our chains. We have nothing to lose but our chains. We have nothing to lose but our chains.
Yes, make that motherfucker red, Vince Carlton.
All right. Everyone, I got a call and response that we can send to Chariton. Whoever wants to follow in and repeat what I say after I say it.
All right.
Governor!
Governor!
Governor Chariton!
Governor Chariton!
You said during your campaign that if you had been governor during Ferguson that the protests would have been done in 2 days.
Would have been done in 2 days.
Would
would have been done
in 2 days.
in 2 days.
Today marks day 28.
Marks day 28.
Today marks day 28.
Marks day 28.
You lie.
You lie.
You know. Who's in charge?
Who's in charge?
We're in charge.
We're in charge.
Governor!
You can't stop the revolution. The revolution. You can't stop the revolution.
You can't stop the revolution.
You can't stop the revolution.
You can't stop the revolution.
You can't stop the revolution.
This is the revolution.
This is the revolution.
We are the revolution.
We are the revolution.
Can't stop the revolution.
You can't stop the revolution.
This is the revolution.
Yes.
Is the revolution.
So they're chanting, "You can't stop the revolution."
We are
the revolution. You can't stop the revolution.
You can't stop
And
the
they're
revolution.
putting the governor on notice, Eric. He said that if he was governor during Ferguson, that the protest wouldn't have lasted 2 days. And they're letting him know, well, you've been a governor, and it's day 28 for them, and it's still going on. So we're here live in St. Louis, Missouri, and I'm here just to, it's funny because I said I want to say I'm here to make sure that the police don't act out of pocket, but shit, the last time I was here to do that, I got arrested, and I was the first one to get arrested, so they can cut my camera off, just in case they wanted to do something out of pocket too. So it seems like the cops have a barricade kind of over a certain spot. You can't go past this spot.
Right inside those doors are where they're having their fundraising.
They gonna hear us.
They couldn't hear us from the front. We want them to hear us from the side.
All right.
So y'all make sure they're here. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. I need everybody to be as loud as possible. There you go, baby. All right, repeat after me. Repeat after me.
the governor?
13. Repeat after me.
1,300.
We came to make a difference.
We came to make a difference.
We will make a difference.
We will make a difference.
We came to make a difference.
We came to make a difference.
We will make a difference.
We will make a difference.
We came to make a difference.
We came to make a difference.
We will make a difference.
We will make a difference.
We came to make a difference.
We came to make a difference.
We will make a difference.
We will make a difference.
United we stand.
United we fall.
United we stand.
Divided we fall.
United we stand.
Divided we fall.
United we stand.
Divided we fall.
They think it's a game.
They think it's a joke.
They think it's a game.
They think it's a joke.
They think it's a game.
You need media up here too? We outside. Okay. We outside. We outside. We outside. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Our streets. Our streets. Our streets. So right now they're in front of the Ritz-Carlton. They switched positions. At first they were in the entrance area. Now they're closer to where the fundraiser is being held. So the intention is to make sure that the governor hears them, hear their cry, hear their protest. So they wanted to shift positions. And so if you go around the Ritz-Carlton, you'll see that there are police patrolling the perimeter of the entire hotel, you know, all four corners of it. And they just told me that I had to be inside the crowd, that I couldn't be. Normally at a protest, the media could be in between the protest and the police, and they told me that they didn't want me there, so I just kind of got behind the police, you know what I'm saying? So if they arrest me tonight, they don't have a reason. I mean, they had a reason last time, but if tonight they arrest me, I'll be fine. They just corrupt as fuck, which they are. I don't need any other proof outside of what I saw the other night that they corrupt. We outside. We outside. We outside. So a lot of people kind of they look at these live feeds, they look at the protest, and they see the people of Missouri coming out every night disrupting traffic, disrupting businesses, and they're wondering, like, why do they continue to do that? Why do they continue to do this, whether it's small business or large business? Well, the reason is that if you don't interrupt their money, they're not going to listen. They'll give you social justice. They'll let you use the same bathroom as a white person. They'll let you drink from the same water faucet. They'll even let you marry their daughters. But when it comes to their money, they're not doing it. Look at what's going on in the world. When it comes to their money, it don't matter if you black, white, Chinese, or gray. They gonna get you, because you're not gonna fuck with their money. And that's what we're seeing, and that's why they're targeting, which I think it's a great way to get their attention, is to target their business, target people, target traffic. You know what I'm saying? You know, making sure that the city is put on pause so they can sit and listen to see exactly what's going on with the injustice. A lot of times people are outside of these certain communities that's targeted, and they don't really understand it, they don't get it, they don't have an empathy towards it. And so this will make things like this, these type of demonstrations, it allows people to stop, listen, and see exactly what's going on, you know. So what they're doing, I think, is could be a profitable, you know, have that money, make sure that money, and so I will make sure that I'm here just in case the police get out of pocket, because they love to get out of pocket. Our streets! Our streets! position just to let you guys know. I'm making sure that but every time make sure that I grab it and so they can see. You know what I mean? But obviously, it doesn't matter because when I got arrested, I had to get past and they actually took a picture of it. So I still had to do it for 24 hours. So, but still, you know, preliminary. The front line are locking arms. You can see they're locking arms to hold a barrier between them and the police. I'm just in between. I feel like I can do that. The last lock on to hold a barrier. The next thing that happened is that 200 SWAT police officers tried to arrest everyone. So I'm not sure. I hope not. So it seems like this is where the people in there. This is where they're having. It looks like someone has a flashlight flashing it at us while we're filming inside. You know, we're antagonized. But you know, a lot of people kind of get at any protesters and things like that. But you have to understand like this, and you should understand because whether it's the Tea Party or protesting Obama's policies, for the most part because he's black, but still, regardless of any racial intentions behind it, they still were able to protest, and it was all good. They walked around with AK-47s and all type of firearms in open carry states, and they were able to protest because that's a part of your First Amendment. You know what I mean? And your Fourth Amendment. And we have to make sure that we keep, regardless if you agree or don't agree with the cause, with what's going on, with the reasons why they're protesting. Regardless of that, you have to look past that and say, you know what, I don't agree with this, and maybe I don't aspire to do anything like this. I love the police, but our First Amendment is something sacred. If you take your Second Amendment as sacred, you have to take your First Amendment as sacred, and you have to be on the side of the protesters because the protesters are out here exercising their First Amendment. And that's a part of our Constitution. That's a part of our way of life as Americans, and it needs to be respected. And if any police officer, public official disrespects that and try to silence us, then we need to be standing up against that. Right now, if you look at it, that's kind of what's permeating throughout the country. With Donald Trump, talking bad about the media, saying fake news, and allowing people to feel like trying to make the press an enemy. That's just a way to try to shut down. Regardless, like I said before, regardless if you agree with it or not, the First Amendment should be respected, and anyone that tries to silence press, whether it's Breitbart or the Young Turks, needs to be kicked in the ass, and they need to be protested against. So that's one thing that we need to make sure that we're doing. You can hate it, you can say we shouldn't, the protesters shouldn't be out here, and you can say that, you know what, I like the police. You can say, I hate the police. It doesn't really matter what what you should be saying above anything is that they have the right to protest, that they shouldn't be in jail for protesting. You know what I'm saying? And these guys out here protesting, they said it's a non-violent protest, but it's not peaceful. And that makes sense to me because you need to disrupt. That's what protests are. It's disrupting. I don't want you to go in this business. I'm going to block this business. I'm going to block the streets. I'm going to make sure you don't make money on this day because that's all they respect is money. That's all they respect is money. You know what I'm saying? They're talking more poor communities because they know a lot of poor communities don't have the resources and don't have any allies to help them out, so they normally target it. But if that money is in white communities too, they do the exact same thing. They do the exact same thing. A lot of times they get blocked when it's a white community, a more privileged community, because they have the resources. But it doesn't really matter to the corporations.
They may not know why we're here. They may not understand what we do or why we do it. They may your life first, you're in the wrong place.
That's right. That's right.
So just care about the people. All we're asking you to do is love people.
All right.
Touch one.
Touch all.
Touch one.
Touch all.
Take one.
Take all.
Take one.
Take all.
Y'all will stop killing us. We're not asking.
Amen.
Y'all gonna stop what?
Y'all gonna stop killing us.
Y'all gonna say y'all gonna stop killing us. Y'all gonna stop what?
Y'all gonna stop killing us.
Y'all gonna stop what?
Y'all gonna stop killing us. Y'all gonna stop killing us. Y'all gonna stop killing us.
Y'all gonna stop what?
Y'all gonna killing us.
Y'all gonna stop what?
Y'all gonna stop killing us.
Y'all gonna stop what?
Y'all gonna stop killing us. 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 Y'all gonna stop killing us.
Okay.
Fry like bacon. 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 Fry like bacon.
Pigs in the bag, pork chop that ass. Pigs in the bag, pork chop that ass. Pigs in the bag, pork chop that ass.
Restrain.
Call out Brighton!
Call out Krewson! 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 Yes!
Call out Brighton!
Wait. Who outside?
We outside! We outside!
We outside!
I don't have Call out Krewson! Call out who? Call out Krewson! Call out who? Call out Krewson! Who outside? We outside! We outside! We outside! We outside! Everywhere we go, people wanna know who we are. So we tell them we are the people. We are the people. Mighty, mighty people. The mighty, mighty people. Mighty justice. Justice for the people. Everywhere we go. People wanna know.
So, I thought that was a great, a powerful speech from Corey. Corey's running for, she's running for state Congress, if I'm not mistaken. Or state Senate? Yeah, state Congress. And she said, we don't want any special treatment. We just want to be treated the same respect and honor as any other person. She said, we can't take off black. You can take off your uniform, but we can't take off black. We have to walk around naked. You know what I'm saying? We can't cover up. We can't cover up who we are. But you can take off that uniform and be a normal citizen. We can't. So they want the same respect as black people. They want the same respect that you give any other white person, privileged person, or any person that don't have any predetermined prejudices towards.
Justice for the people. Say, who do we want? Right. When do we want them now? Who do we want? Righteous. When do we want them? Now. Who do we want? Righteous. Who do we want? Now. Who do we want? Righteous. When do we want them? Now. Who do we want? Righteous. When do we want them? Now.
So I think one thing that's special about this movement is they're not deterred by the presence of the police. They're ready to go to jail. They're ready to confront the police peacefully. I mean, non-violently, but not peacefully. If you guys wasn't tuned in, it was 2 days ago where they marched to where, I think it was 2 days ago, yeah. It was 2 days ago they marched to where Anthony Lamar Smith was gunned down and killed. And on the way back, they were marching back to where we started. And a police officer, they had police officers, maybe, they would stay with us. They would stay maybe 100 to 150 yards in front of us. So it wasn't kind of where we were. One car got a little close in the neighborhood. And these protesters looked at him and started walking towards that car and pushed that police officer's car all the way back out of the neighborhood. I thought it was one of the most powerful images I've ever seen. And their hearts are amazing. And like I said, you see all types of people out here. You see black, you can look, you see black, you see white. It almost even, you see about the same amount of white as you see black. Because they understand that if people are not being treated like human, then it can easily go to another side. Because if it's about money and about private interest and about corporation interest, and that's the only police, that's the only thing the police are policing, is to make sure that everyone that has money, that's connected, that's in a corporation, that's a politician are protected, then at some point it's going to get to their neighborhoods also, and they understand that it's a human thing, and that's why they're out here. But you see every type of demographic out here.
Show up. We will pop up. Yes. Expect us. Expect us. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back down here and probably occupy our intersection for a little while. All right. Whose streets? Our streets.
The Reverend Grace said they're about to head out and occupy. They're about to head out and occupy the intersection for a while. So I'm just following the people. I understand their frustration 100% because I've dealt with police brutality, targeting, profiling, getting pulled over for no reason. One time I remember getting pulled over after talking to this white girl walking down the street. I remember I saw this girl walking down the street and I started talking to her. I pulled over and started talking to her, and then I got her number and we left. It was about me and about 4 of my friends in the car. literally got I saw the police bust a U-turn, pull us over, and asked us did we know the girl that we were talking to. He was like, nah, I just met her. And then he was kind of, well, if you don't know, he was kind of like blinding us about that. Then all of a sudden, he went to his car after he checked our IDs and everything. Went to his car and then brought a picture of some guy that was wanted. Was like, do I know this guy? And shit like that happens all the time. So it seemed like we're headed out. So I'm acutely aware of how corrupt the police are and how they target black people, how they approach black people as if they're pit bulls. You think about seeing a pit bull on the street, like a loose pit bull, and you don't know what's going on. It kind of scares you. That's how they approach black people. Like we're just.
Now. When do we want it? Now. United we stand. Divided we fall. United we stand.
Like everything about us is just corrupt. That we're gonna be aggressive at all points, and they approach us like there's always danger in the presence of someone that's black, and it's always escalated. It's always escalated.
United will never be divided. The people united will never be divided. The people united will never be divided.
It's cold in the mud out here. I'm from LA, so it's freezing. So it seems like there's more cops out now. As we come back around to the front of the hotel, you can see that there's more police out. And they don't have riot gear on. That's the surprise. Normally they have riot gear. We're a couple blocks away. They were in riot gear, but right now they don't have riot. I mean, they have bulletproof vests on, but they don't have the shields and all that stuff. So I would like to think that us being arrested stopped that, but you never know. The night is young. We may.
These killer cops have got to go. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, oh. These killer cops have got to go. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, oh. These killer cops have got to go. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, oh. These killer cops have got to go. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, oh. These killer cops have got to go. Hey, hey. Oh, oh. These killer cops have got to go. Hey, hey. Oh, oh. These killer cops have got to go. Hey, hey. Check, Mike, check. Mike, check. Hey, Mike, check. I want us to get close as possible. We're going to bring our back on, and we're going to march protest. We're going to say protest. We're going to keep it moving. We don't want to give them all our attention. So let's turn our backs to people. Let's turn our backs to us. Turn our backs to people. Turn our backs to us. Police protect buildings.
No problem. No, we left because we had to go to Flint in East Chicago, and then we came back last year.
Y'all protect buildings. Y'all protect buildings. Shut it down. Oh, that's what
So I'm just staying here to make sure that the police don't do anything, because normally when the cameras are off, the police start to act an ass. So I just wanted to make sure everyone was going before I left. So if they did anything, we could see it. So now it seems like they're headed away from the Ritz-Carlton and back on the street to take over an intersection. That's what the great Reverend said. So we're headed that way right now. So I'm the people's police right here. You know what I'm saying? I protect them with a camera, even though it's not instant justice. But if we have enough footage of these police acting crazy, then we'll be good. There's nothing about the police that I like, not from my experience at all. Just keep that 100, real talk. I'm out here to cover this, to make sure that the police don't get out of pocket. Because if they get out of pocket, I'm gonna get it on camera, and then we're gonna be able to use it to get these crooked ass, punk ass cops off the street and get some cops that actually care about these neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? I think a huge part of the problem is that when you go to impoverished neighborhoods, black communities, they ship police from other communities. They're not even a part of these communities. But if you go to white communities, the people that police those communities are their neighbors, their kids are friends with other kids, so they look at them as humans. They don't look at them as occupying, you know what I'm saying? They don't look at themselves as occupying some community. They look at, oh, this is my one of my friend's children, so you know, I'm looking out for their well-being and I want them to succeed, so then they have a certain empathy towards them. But when you ship people that's not a part of a community, don't even understand the community, to a neighborhood, then they're just policing, you know what I mean? That's it. They're occupying. They're not protecting and serving. They're occupying. And so I think one of the best ways to change this whole system is to make sure the people, the police officers that are in these neighborhoods are from these neighborhoods, that understand these neighborhoods, that have sensitivity. Look, there's a hole right here, so I don't want people to hurt themselves. I don't know if somebody want to block that. There's a hole right there, so I don't know if you want someone to block that. Somebody can, I guess they don't care about it. Somebody can break their ankle and shit. I can only do so much. So now, the street is actually clear. You have the police on both sides of the street. You know, blocking traffic, which is good, you know what I'm saying? That's normally what happens in certain cities that police care about their citizens. So now they're in front of Capitol Grill, and they're yelling at the patrons inside. A little distance. If anything goes down, I don't want to have that. Yes, sir. We'll never be divided. So, people are inside. It's called the Capitol Grill. People are inside. Watching sports and drink, look like a bar. Look, they're closing the curtains now. You can see they're closing the curtains. You know, a lot of times, like in areas like this, the patrons that come to these places are people from out of town, which in turn will actually, you know, kind of detour people from coming here the next time, which will then go for the cause and change the economics around here. They'll start taking money away from these businesses. If you know, people from out of town feel like every time they come here they'll have to deal with this, they'll make sure they stay away, which then will take away from the profits of this restaurant, which is the intention of the protesters. It says Blue Lives Murder. Blue Lives Murder. I don't know if you can see that, but it says Blue Lives Murder. Shut it down! Shut it down! Excuse me, I'm sorry. So, they're walking down the street. So I actually have to walk a certain way so I can get everyone. I'm here on a solo. If you guys don't know, Jordan is on sick leave. He had food poisoning today. He's been, you know, I don't want to get into it, but you know what happens when that happens. It's just been bad for him. So he's stuck in a hotel. So I'm manning the fort right now. This is Ty. Follow me on Twitter at Tommy, TOMMIE _ Tahife, TYHEFE. That's where the Thai comes from, Tahife. That's my middle name. It's actually pronounced Taif. It's Swahili. It means the most faithful. It comes from Kenya. There you go. Police.
You don't care then. Well, we've got video apparently of one of the customers threatening to slit somebody's throat. Whoever was flashing the flashlight, supposedly.
Really?
Yeah, we got an independent journalist who has it on tape, so we'll see that later.
That's Reb Z right there. Reb Z's been out here the entire time. He's actually a resident of St. Louis. He's one of the independent live streamers that's been out here every night covering the protest. And he said one of the patrons in the restaurant threatened, I guess did a threatening gesture to cover someone's throat. I don't know if they need to mess with this guy. Oh, they're actually in solidarity. The guy is giving them a pound and said, you know, I guess he's with it.
That big forehead nigga bumping, boy.
So the guy, initially I thought they were trying to, I don't know, mess with the guy, but actually the guy was giving him a pound in solidarity, you know, in solidarity with what's going on. So that's great. He wasn't bothered by being blocked. He actually, some of the protesters, he rolled his window down and gave them a pound. So now, I'm not sure what's going on. So I'm gonna just make sure that the police ain't out of pocket.
Come on through, man.
You don't gotta install this.
Keep it moving.
Just making sure the police don't get out of pocket.
Let's go.
Stand up like that.
Their name tags on. That's real cute.
Oh, they got their name tags covered.
We don't want any of our folk in the back. We don't want any of our folk in the back.
I think they have numbers. Those are not name tags. Those are numbers. I'm not sure what that even means, but if you look, you can see they have numbers on, but no name tags. So I don't know if that's just what them to make sure they see that.
Stay together. Come on.
I think they're supposed to have a name tag, right?
Keep moving, please.
He's not a time. I don't think he's a time.
He is. I'm talking to him. Come on, y'all. Keep moving. Come on. Guys. Y'all can't make us
Disrespect your elder like that.
But we're good. You can't
But
make
you're not going to disrespect your elder like that. You're not going to do it.
And I worry about all our black men. Nobody's touching anybody. I worry about all our black men. Keep moving.
You're not going to disrespect your elder.
So it seemed like it's like keep moving. They're like they refuse to keep moving, and the police left. Look at that.
Let's go. Let's go. Hey, go that way. We going that way. Hey, y'all, stay together. We going that way. Stay together. Let's go. Stay together, everybody.
So now the police are gone. But it's weird. Like, all the police didn't have any name tags. They just had numbers where their name tags would be. I don't know.
Might have just correlated to their vest, not their, that may have just been for
Oh,
vest.
it's just for the vest. Yeah, it's not even for who they are, huh?
No name tags, just a Blue Lives Matter flag.
That is interesting. So, I'm pretty sure that's against the law. Because I know back in the day, they used to cover their name tags because you had to have a name tag as a police officer patrolling the streets. And back in the day, they would cover their name tags so people wouldn't be able to turn them in, and then they would brutalize the people. Tonight, the St. Louis PD are not even wearing name tags at all. They just have numbers on their vest, where one of the independent live streamers said that could just be a number for the bulletproof vest that they're wearing, not a number to indicate who had the vest or who brought the vest out, but just a...
Fuck 12. I ain't scared of your gun. I ain't scared of your badge. I ain't scared of your jails at all. Say it with me. I ain't scared of your gun. I ain't scared of your badge. I ain't scared of your jails at all. I ain't scared of your gun. I ain't scared of your badge. I ain't scared of your jails.
I ain't scared of your gun, I ain't scared of your badge, I ain't scared of your jail. And that's how you have to be when you're trying to make change happen. You know what I'm saying? You can't be scared of that. You got to be willing to go through that. And these people are absolutely willing to go to jail. They've been to jail. I've been to jail with them. I've sat there and talked to them. And they was just resilient. They wasn't deterred by going to jail. They was ready to go to jail the next night because they understand how big of a problem this is and what it takes to make it happen. They're at their line. They're at their line where nothing matters. They're willing to die to make sure someone else doesn't die from police brutality, which is, to me, an amazing thing. That's the same thing that Malcolm X did, the same thing that Martin Luther King did, the same thing that Gandhi did, same thing that so many people before them did to ensure that their children, their grandchildren, would not be dealing with the same oppressive system that they dealt with. And you got this new generation of millennials that has that same spirit that will not allow their children to grow up in a corrupt system. It's so unfortunate that we're still talking about the same bullshit that they were talking about in the 60s. And fuck the 60s, I mean, all from the turn of the century. After Reconstruction, everything. Still been dealing with this. So, regardless of how frustrating it is, to still be fighting for a cause, they're fighting. And I swear to God. This is what a revolution looks like. This is what a family looks like. So, we got the police here. The Young Turks. TYT National. Yeah. TYT Politics. So, we are here. The police has the blocks, the streets blocked off. I'm assuming giving them the benefit of the doubt to make sure no cars come and hit any of the protesters, which, if that's the truth, is a good thing. That's what they're supposed to do. I know in LA, when it's they do that sometimes. Sometimes they're assholes, but they do it. When I was in Atlanta, when Charlottesville happened, and we were at the some DNC convention, I forgot the name of it, but we were there, and they found out about Charlottesville. All these activists did a protest, about 200 people, and in Atlanta, the police escorted them and just made sure traffic, was out of the way while they protested, and it was great. Like, they allowed them to do it, and so that's what should happen, and it seems like that's what's happening right now. So, if that is what is happening, then good for doing your job, buddy. That's what you should be doing. That's what you signed up for. You didn't sign up to kill people. You just signed. You were signed to protect. You signed up for. No black man in this world signed up to be shot once they walk out their homes. Police signed up to protect people and to be in dangerous situations and de-escalate the situation. Not nuclear. What is the word I'm looking for? Neutralize. It's just, the word is leaving me, but you guys know what I mean. Neutralize, yeah. Neutralize means exactly what it sounds to police. The interesting thing is that they're really good with de-escalating issues. With, you can go on YouTube right now and see so many videos with white, because this is an open carry state. Missouri is an open carry state. You can actually, if you got a license, you can walk around holding a gun. To me, I think that's absurd. But hey, that's the state. That's what they do. I don't think anyone should open carry at all. But whatever, they do it. And so you can go on YouTube right now, see videos of a white person walking around in an open carry state. Police walk up to him, approach him, ask him why he's walking around, let him know that, yeah, I got some calls. People wondering why this random guy's walking around, and he have a discussion with the police. Same block, same street, same state. A black guy walks around with the same gun. You got 15 cops lay him down and detain him before they ask him any questions. And that just goes to show the prejudice of the cops, of the system. You know what I'm saying? It's the system. They're trained to be this way. That's why it doesn't matter if it's a black, white, Chinese cop. If you're a police officer, you are racist because you're trained in a racist system. Period, point blank. So, if we want to change things, we need to change the system. We need to break the system down and change it. We need to recognize that things are wrong. We need to have more evaluations, psychological evaluations with these police officers, and make sure that we're not that desperate that we're allowing anyone to be police officers. Of course, even in doing that, you probably have some corrupt police officers, but nothing like this. The system is corrupt. It's not even the system is corrupt, which allows the police to be corrupt. They condone it. The system condones corruptness. Period. So if you want to know if the system is working, the system is working exactly the way that they designed it to work. It was supposed to do this. A lot of people say the system is broke. No, the system is fine. This is the system that they set up. This is what they wanted to do. They made this system like this. It's working very well. Now we need to break this system down and get a new system because these people are not taking it. So now if you can see down the street, you got police on this side, and then you got police on this side. So I'm gonna go ahead and give the police the benefit of the doubt and assume that they're blocking traffic to protect the protesters, which then, like I said before, is a good thing. We don't want anything like Charlottesville to happen. Even though, if you go to WebZ's page on YouTube, you will see a police officer bagging his car up in the midst of protesters. It almost reminds you of Charlottesville. They almost hit people. You see a police officer in the midst of protesters bagging his car up. So it's hard to think that they really care about the lives of the protesters, but I'm gonna go ahead and give them the benefit of the doubt right now because the street is clear and people are able to protest freely like they're supposed to do based on our Constitution of these United Corporations of America. Hey, hey. I'm black, so anytime I hear a beat, I'm like, hey, hey.
When do we want it? Now! 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 When do we want it? Now!
So if you guys are just tuning in, I'm here now by myself. Jordan is on the date with the toilet. He had food poisoning today, and so he's stuck in this room, in the restroom. And let me tell you, I walked in this room and it's all bad. So I told him I'll hold it down while he tried to figure himself out. And That's why I'm here. That's why you don't see.
What democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show them what community looks like. This is what community looks like. This is what community looks like.
I would love to think that us being here allowed them to reevaluate how they treat these protesters, because literally it was our first protest and we got arrested. And now we've been on 3 other protests and the police have been conducting themselves just like this, where they keep a distance and they block the streets, which is what they should do. And this is great. So if it has something to do with us or if it didn't have anything to do with us, I think it's great if they've been told that this is what they're going to do, especially if they're not being violent. So they're saying put their fist up, power to the people, power to the people. A couple interpretations, black power, power to the people. Everyone has their fist up and they're fighting back. Which is great. And this old dude has a FUBU shirt on. Somebody need to tell him about himself. That's like an old player right there.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. It is our duty to win. We must love and protect each other. We must love and protect each other. We have nothing to lose but our chains. We have nothing to lose but our chains. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. It is our duty to win. We must love and support each other. We must love and support each other. We have nothing to lose but our chains. 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 We have nothing to lose but our chains.
Excuse me, I've been out here. I feel like I'm getting sick, my nose is running. This is the great Reverend Gray.
We're in it for the long run. It's not a sprint. It's not a sprint. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Next couple of days, you'll hear about some other things that are going on. Tomorrow Friday is Ferguson, right outside of Ferguson Police Station. That's where we're going to be. The fun part. Let me pull out the book. Hope this book doesn't get missing somewhere.
Liberation Party. So bring
Liberation
all
Party.
your friends.
At what time again?
We're checking it out right now. And 7 o'clock.
It's at 7 o'clock.
It's at 7 o'clock. It's at 7 o'clock.
Say
Say
7 o'clock.
Say 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Say Ferguson Police Department.
Ferguson Police Department.
Liberation Party.
Liberation Party.
So bring a friend.
Bring a friend.
And tell them to bring a friend.
Tell them to bring a friend.
And y'all all come together.
Hey y'all, listen. Let's make. Hey, keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. It's uphill.
That's
It's
right.
uphill. But they know this is real. And changes are coming, y'all. Changes are coming. The first thing we ask is what? Stop killing us. All right. But there's some other things that have to happen. And they're beginning to happen. But they're on the ropes, and you don't stop while people are on the ropes. Right.
Yes.
You don't do it. So keep showing up. Keep showing up. Keep showing up. All right? Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. This is it. Right here. Right here. Anthony Lamar Smith.
Anthony Lamar Smith.
Come on, guys. That's what brought us here. There've been a lot of others. There've been a lot of others. But what brought us here was Anthony Lamar Smith, 24 years old. Five bullets. 1 6 inches away. Deliberate murder. That's what we're talking about, y'all. This ain't no This ain't no game. Ain't no game. So when y'all leave here, y'all be safe, all right? When y'all leave here, y'all be safe. And I'm looking forward to seeing y'all again tomorrow. That's right. Peace and love.
Love y'all.
Love y'all.
Love y'all.
You are down here. Police all around you. Do not walk. Do not leave out here by yourself. Police all around. And they got your tag. They got your tag numbers too.
So I think that's the size of it for tonight. We are. Thank you, brother. I think so. Yeah, for sure. We should be here maybe tomorrow. Yeah.
Somebody was trying to find like a camera operator.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm here by myself because Jordan is sick. So I just decided to do it and just be able to. Yeah, give it to me, man. I wish I would have known. I definitely would have been able to use you. Because I like to be in front of the camera so they can see my attractive face. No, I'm just kidding.
I was wondering if you were just on your headset saying
Huh?
I was wondering if you were just on your headset saying
Yeah, so I got like the mic right here so they can hear me, and then I can Let's see, sorry. So I got a couple live streamers asking me because we were looking for a camera person so that I can. There you go. Text me so I can have your number, brother. All right, thank you. Bye. Because we were looking for a camera person so that I can do it because Jordan was sick. But anyway, they are finished now. Everyone is dispersing. It seems like they're going to have another demonstration tomorrow. And I love you, man.
Thank you.
All right. For sure. And so we're going to sign out right now and hopefully be back tomorrow. Or not, but anyway, we're up out of here. See y'all later. Peace.